Hi everyone. So today we are going to look at a common issue that we may have with our images is harsh highlights. And the harsh lights globally with skies, or if you have like a portrait in your window, a lamp in the frame. So it's really when you have high contrast between two zones of your image. Obviously you cannot fix the exposure on both sides of the image. So here I will show you a quick way to do it. Again, I would like to give some, I would say, warning. There is, of course, different way to do it, especially in Darktable. We see that there is always different way. It is today the way I'm using, the way I found it's easier to do. So again, trying to fix this highlight here without losing any detail on the bottom side of the image. So one of the things that you may want to do is try to pull down a little bit here your exposure, and of course you see that okay, you can recover some of the detail in the sky, you recover your cloud, uh, specific and beautiful clouds from island, but you are losing a lot of details here, on especially on your boat here, on the tires. So this is really a way to try to avoid this type of things without using complex technique like exposure stacking or this type of things, bracketing when you take pictures. You just take your raw file and you try to adjust based on what you have. So I will reset this exposure module, and going back to this, I would say, classical setup. One of the quick tips that you can see, guys, is we always have highlight reconstruction activated. If I take out the highlight reconstruction, you see some magenta that are appearing. And if you look at one of my last short, I'm trying to explain why do we have that. It's not a bug. It's really actually what the raw file is having as a data for those pixels. But going back to our topic, if I want to recover this blown out sky, sorry, I will use a module that is called Tone Equalizer. So Tone Equalizer is one of the modules for tone mapping. You can use Tone Equalizer, but you can also use try to look at tone curve or this type of module. When I read the manual, it tends to push to Tone Equalizer, and for me, I'm having good results with it, so I'm quite happy with this type of module. It may feel again as some of the module in Darktable quite intimidating. If you arrive here and you open the module the first time, you have something that is called simple, that doesn't look so simple when I look at it. Then I would advise you to go through the advanced tab of the module. That is, for me at least, a little bit more, I would say, understandable. First of all, we will fix this warning sign. So usually this warning sign is there when your mask is not correct. So Tone Equalizer is using a mask to map the highlight, the shadow, the midtones. This mask, you can see it here. You can activate the display exposure mask by clicking on the display exposure mask, and you see that it's having a hard time to find the highlight and to find the darker zone. So a quick fix again, here we want to do something that is not taking hours. You just use the automatic adjustment here on the both the exposure and the compensation, and you will see your mask is getting a little bit more, I would say, dimension and a little bit more of determination between the different zones. You can, if you want, tweak a little bit and play a little bit with the masking feature. For this demonstration, I will just stay like that, and I will keep this mask where now you can see, and it's a lot of time that I read it on the forum that people do not know exactly what they will modify when they modify in Tone Equalizer. Here you see exactly which zone we are speaking about when you will adjust later on the exposition of each zones. So here you see my sky is really on the right side of the histogram, and you see the bar that is going left and right when I move my mouse here. It's kind of classical. You would expect this highlight to be here, of course, and you see, of course, that there is also some mid-tones here. You see some very dark area here. You see that you are arriving even on the clipped part here, where you go really on the left side of your histogram. So this is how you will apply and modify the different zones. So going back to the normal image, again, my mouse is still showing me where I'm at on the histogram, and then I can just simply tweak the highlight of the image by pulling down this curve here and recovering the the highlight here, the sky, and I'm trying to recover my clouds, and I can do it a little bit more also. Again, for the sake of demonstration here, guys, I'm exaggerating a little bit the treatment of this image. Usually I would maybe tweak a little bit better my exposure to try to recover as much as possible initially with my exposure, and then fine tune with it. But again, here I'm trying to show you exactly how does it look, and to give a demonstration here about really the application of this module. But as every module, use it with a lot of caution, with small movement to see, small adjustment and small movement to see what will be the effect on your image, coming back and forth between the module and no module to see really how it apply and how it affects your image. So with that said, for me, it's the end of this module. Really here, I managed to recover my blown out sky. You can see if I turn off the module that I'm again recovering a lot and getting a lot more detail in the sky, but also in the light globally on the image. So all the highlight of the image, even you can see it a little bit on the water, is toned down a little bit and giving a little bit more depth to your picture here. I hope you enjoyed the video and it helped you to discover a little bit more about Darktable. Please do not hesitate to subscribe and leave a comment. I really like to hear about what you think about this video and what you would like to see next for the coming videos.